Hello and welcome. I'm Steel Walrus, you are awesome, and today we are going to be playing Grand Tactitian Civil War, 1861-1865. For those who don't know, this is the 160th anniversary, I believe, of the Battle of Gettysburg, which lasted from July 1st to July 3rd, 1864. And so I figured, since we're doing a lot of other, like, Yay America stuff, this week for the anniversary of the Declaration of Independence, this would be a perfect time to do it. So anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to start a historical battle. We're going to be playing Gettysburg, obviously, and we are going to be playing as the Union. We're going to be doing historical AI, put the difficulty up to hard, I think. You see, we got some key commanders. We got John Reynolds, Winfield Hancock, Sickles, Dan Sickles. I actually had a friend pass away last year, reminded me a lot of Dan Sickles. Actually, it kind of looked like him. George Sykes, John Sedgwick, and Oliver Howard. And over here we got James Longstreet, Richard Ewell, A.P. Hill, and Jeb Stuart. So anyhow, and of course George Meade is the overall commander, and Robert E. Lee is the overall commander for the Confederacy. So we're going to be playing as a Union. I actually had an ancestor in the 87th Pennsylvania, something like that. He was in the same brigade as the 20th Maine. They would have been just to the right. So anyhow, let's go ahead and kick it off here. Sort of move over. These guys are going to stay here. They're going to dismount. They're going to just stay kind of back there behind their line. We're going to dismount these guys. Same thing. They've got a fence there that can kind of get behind. You've got, who is this? Going to be Alfred Pleasanton, so that's his division. Well, corps, I guess. John Buford over here. So John Buford's cavalry division, it's going to be holding us down. So now that gives the artillery a clear kind of shot there. And they're going to open. I like the new callouts. That's a fairly recent addition, I think. Now Merrill carbines, they're not great. I'm a little concerned that they're going to just push around this way. That appears to be what the Rebs are doing. So I am going to push. Oh. Yep. There you go. There we go, back into position. Okay, we're gonna have Buford get in there and rally these guys. Focus, who's that, Pettigrew? Oh, we gotta turn the game. Okay, we are gonna turn the volume down here too. Devon's brigade is not holding on super well. That is unfortunate. Hopefully, we can make Pettigrew pay. Let's look at our reinforcement report real quick, see what's going on. Union, Army of the Potomac. Should have 11th Corps under, let's see, Oliver Howard coming in soon. And you can also, by the way, see that here. So if we find Howard's corps, which is right here, they're going to be coming in from Bridgeport. which should be one of these blue up. Okay, that's not good. See, now the game's hella quiet. Yeah, because the Rebs will take a second, I think, to actually pick up. Yeah, that kind of immediately broke down. So, a disastrous first few minutes of the Battle of Gettysburg for the Union. Let's see if it continues down that path. Now, this is the angle. This is historically this kind of hill, ridgeline, Culp's Hill, McKnight, going to be where the Union sort of angled their line, and we may just want to go ahead and concede that, but I don't think that's going to be our best choice yet. I guess we'll find out. There are no Confederate forces coming across to Seminary Ridge yet. We're going to continue to push on at the double quick time. Gonna dig some breastworks here. Or not. Beginning to be concerned that what's going to happen is they're going to just sort of pull in here, so instead I'm going to pull these guys into the railroad cut in Gettysburg and make them fight their way through that quagmire. Put one battery here, and one battery. 3-inch ordnance rifles, so yeah. Well, these are Napoleons. Actually, we're going to bring the Napoleons over here, and we're going to have the ordnance rifles. Should have paid attention to that the first time. We'll bring them over here. That should do for now. And that'll be that. Rebs are probably going to take this road to kind of move their troops along. I expect that's going to be a bit of a contentious fight. I don't know if they're going to be hitting the... Maybe we can have Cutter a little less exposed. Yeah, we'll move Meredith up. No. Meredith. Thank you. Break the skirmishers off, have them go shoot at the artillery there, have these skirms go forward and start harassing these guys as they push in. Same here. Had another beginning of something here. Rebels have set their artillery up here for some reason, and they are engaging skirmishers who are probably going to get repulsed pretty quickly. But if we can whittle down some of their artillery, that'll be nice. And have these skirms go forward, harass their guns, be a problem, be the drama that I know they can be. Alright, these guys are luckily already dug in. Make sure no more reinforcements have come in while I wasn't looking. Okay, Iron Brigade is now properly invested. Cutlass Brigade as well is stuck in here, where their frontage is actually aimed at the enemy infantry. Gowan and Thomas are the ones fighting here. Okay, we can move Alexander Doubleday, or Abner Doubleday, I'm looking at the name. I should be able to get it correct. Off here to the flank, and yep, keep them on the double quick. Baxter and Robinson also probably want you guys backing this up, at least as a reserve for now. And that division is under Reynolds, so Reynolds, I'm going to move you over here to kind of focus your efforts. Bilger's been wounded. Alright, Steinwehr. I'm gonna have you do something kinda risky. Steinwehr is gonna push his army, or his division, out here onto the flank of the oncoming rebels, see if that helps out any. It might just be enough to blunt the attack. I guess we'll see. Yeah, we gotta react with that. Robinson. Abner Doubleday is gonna be pushing out that way as well. Actually, let's have Doubleday come back here. Polk is taking the brunt of this right now. I think we even... Yep. So... right now, the Iron Brigade and its connected division, set with the Cutlass Brigade, are holding down okay here. I've moved Steinwehr out a little bit. And that seems to be making the rebels rethink their assault on our western divisions. We don't have the manpower to hold these guys back forever, but we can at least make it to where an attack in the near future is unappealing. Unfortunate. understandable given the pressure he's been under. May not be the best decision I've ever made, but I'm going to try it. Taking a lot of casualties. There we go. Keep driving them back. Just keep pushing that lead. Drive them back. Bright side is the Rebs are moving their forces across our flank instead of actually engaging us. Let's move Stenard up here. Hayes Brigade's about down to half strength at this point. I'm going to move Paul here. We don't have any immediate threats on our flank, and honestly we just need the troops in that area. I'm going to continue hitting them. And they're broke. Alright, at this point it may be better to begin kind of contracting. So it's coming to the point now where this is a little bit... it's probably not tenable. But we may need to start kind of pulling back in towards, you know, the traditional point where the Union held. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring these guys back onto Seminary Ridge proper. Okay, we've held them off till about 4 o'clock, that's good. Okay, Hayes, I think we hadn't set the direction yet. Hillary. Anything else? Nope. Alright, should I get the feeling that Johnston, or is it just Johnson, is going to be coming in this way? I'm concerned we'll see Johnson send his troops in on, what is that? Phelps Hill? Sickles should be here in about an hour. Johnson hasn't moved. Ewell is still kind of getting his shit together, and so is Hill. Rhodes and Pender are also... we've definitely bloodied them a little bit. We're at a minor victory. Let's see what the casualties look like. Rebs have taken 9,000. We've taken 8,400. Their morale is much higher. Well, not much higher. Their points from objectives are higher. They've actually taken more route than we have, oddly enough, and their losses, again, are slightly higher. Okay, gotta push Riddle back out. We'll say this for the Rebel AI, it's actually been pretty effective at keeping the pressure up for the most part. That could be due to me choosing the historical AI as opposed to just sort of a random, like, base game AI, which is notoriously funky. And who's that just sort of like Oliver Howard's command staff is just like, well, our commander's dead, we're just gonna kill, I guess. Alright, these guys are getting flanked from somewhere, so we'll turn them a little bit. Okay, we broke Ramsur, finally, that's good. I have a feeling a lot of these brigades that have been pushing through most of the day are going to begin to really feel the itch from constant fighting. Got probably another 30 minutes to an hour of fighting going on. Yep, Dan Sickles. Court-martialed and awarded the Congressional Medal of Honor for the exact same thing. Which I have to admit is fucking brilliant. Like, I hope that someday I do something where I have balled so hard that they gotta write me up for it in both the bad way and the good way. That would be dope. And then I want to, like, show people my leg. I want to be like, hey guys, here's my leg. Because that's what he did. He had his leg amputated, because it got shot up, basically shot off, around here-ish somewhere, I think. Somewhere. Anyhow, he got his leg basically shot off and had to have it more or less amputated. And it was in the American, like the Army Surgical Museum. And he would take people to go see it after the war. The man was a Chad. That absolutely gave no craps whatsoever. Can I do this without it being an atrocious mess? Yes, asterisk. Like, yes, I can do it. But it won't be an atrocious, but it will be an atrocious mess. Bright side, I think we've more or less finished digging in. No. Nope, they have not finished digging in. They've just given up on it because the enemy is close enough to be a problem. Which, fair enough. I don't think, though, that we will have any more trouble with the Rebs pushing in on us today. Which is good. That said, I think we are going to follow the historical path and begin to dig in along Daniels, who's presumably been fighting for most of this now. I think I pointed him out a couple of times earlier. He's once again pushing. Lee has taken a position of using the divisions he's already been using instead of sending fresh ones. I guess he wants to probe more than actually push. That's what I would do, is just use the ones that are already a little busted up. Of course, in the meantime here, let's have a little bit of field works getting built up. Alright. We've almost got them to 30% casualties already. Troops have been resupplied. We're up to the deployment phase. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and cut this here and pick up on day 2 of Gettysburg with the next video, because I've got more than an hour of footage from day 1, which is super fun. Alright, appreciate you all watching. I've been Steel Walrus. You've been awesome, and yeah, happy 4th of July. If you see this after the 4th. If you see this before the 4th, then happy Monday or whatever. Alright, peace out.